Hey guys, so today I just wanted to talk to you a little bit about quantity versus quality. Right? So a lot of times we, when starting in any endeavor, especially dealing with people, it's very the first few successes. It might seem very important. It's like, oh my God, like I'll use that as an example of just girls, right? So, this girl finally talked to me. Oh my god, I'm so happy. So then we tend to fixate on that one success, and then ironically, that kind of drives. First of all, that behavior drives people away. Second of all, they're not. It causes us to kind of overlook all of their faults, their problems, and in turn that means that we spend a lot of time on a low quality person or a low quality resource, whatever it is, right? So this also goes back to, of course, sales and the type of customer that you want, and so um, so a lot of times the solution is to not fixate on a person and focus on quantity first, right? Meet a lot of people, meet a lot of girls, whatever, and as you have more and more customers in the pipeline, so to speak, then you will get high. You will be able to differentiate higher quality people, right? Now that's easier said than done, right? I mean, especially when just starting out in any endeavor, it's always, oh, I just want a girlfriend. I just want one customer. Please, just give me one customer. I don't want to let anybody go. I don't want to lose any opportunities. And um, that's so. What kind of behavior does that happen? So what happens is that there are behavior changes that uh, people start to focus on. Let me rewind a little bit. Um, so the behavior that triggers, unfortunately, is a scarcity mindset. So the behavior that triggers is that we tend to overanalyze little things that are irrelevant. Like, for example, a friend of mine, she's trying to find some new customers, and then there's this guy. She's just messaging all day long for like weeks, just messaging back and forth, and sometimes he doesn't. He just sends fucking stickers, little stickers back and forth, um, but never actually wants to meet, never wants to come out. Right? So to me, that's a fucking waste of time. I mean, the point is you want to meet and have an appointment, or you want to date, or whatever it is, right? It's the point. The end goal is not just to send stickers to each other. It's not to send text messages to each other. The end goal is to meet and make some sort of deal, whether it's sex or money or whatever, right? So she kept asking me like, so what does this mean? Like, what am I supposed to say to this person? Blah blah blah. And I told her to just turn it around and um to do to you're focusing too much on the person, and instead that's the person is not the goal. You're optimizing for the wrong problem, right? You're trying to figure out the right thing, the best thing to talk to this person, and you really shouldn't, unless it's a pattern. Unless there's a pattern of like 10, 20 people, they're all saying the same thing, and you're having the same problem. Then maybe you need to change your approach. But the process is much more important. So the goal, the on a practical level, what to do. I told her, hey, so why don't you just list out your calendar, open your schedule, and then list out 6 p.m., 8 p.m., 10 p.m. Make appointments. Your goal is to make appointments with 3 people a day at 6 p.m., 8 p.m., and 10 p.m. Regardless of how, whether these people are telling you they want sex, or they want a free meal, or they want to be friends, or they want to sell you something, or whatever, right? The goal is to have these 3 appointments every day. And so, of course, there are going to be weirdos. There are going to be people who just don't meet up. There are going to be flakes. And then so maybe out of the 3 a day, maybe you meet only 1, right? Or 1 or 2. And then that week, maybe you meet just 1 good person out of those 7 people. But like at least you can get that. And at the point, there's a when you have enough people in a pipeline that you will be meeting 3 people a night, and then you will be able to optimize more for quality, right? So then you will notice there are some people who just like to message, and they like to text message, and that's it. And then those are losers that uh, you don't need to associate with, because we are in the business of meeting people. And so um, once you do but when someone who does come along, someone who is high quality comes along, you can put them in, you can adjust your schedule according to them, right? So if there's let's say a really hot girl who really wants to meet you, and you really like her, and she seems like she has high potential, then you could probably knock off that person who's that like the boring person who seems like they're gonna flake anyway. So this is how quantity leads to quality, right? But at first, don't focus so much on one person. Really focus more on bringing in quality, lots of quantity into your life. So this is a short little how to on making sure you have a filled up pipeline in terms of like meeting people. There are plenty of ways to meet people nowadays. If you want to, but the general attitude is the same. It's just to focus on the aggregate, the overall how many people you're meeting, rather than focusing on the quantity at first, and focusing on the individual things to say. Right. So I hope this is helpful, and yeah, leave me any comments, or if you have any questions, I'll do my best to answer them. Talk to you later.